Welcome back to Property Talk. I'm your host, Charisse. Today, we're tackling a topic that can put a damper on your holiday cheer: stolen Christmas gifts. Imagine this scenario. You've spent the day shopping, your car is loaded with presents, and you decide to make one last quick stop. You lock your car, step away for just a few minutes, and return to find a shattered window and all your gifts gone. It's a devastating experience, and unfortunately, it's all too common during the holiday season. The big question is, does your homeowners, renter, or auto insurance cover those stolen gifts? To help us navigate this, I've invited Kelly, a seasoned property claims adjuster. Welcome back, Kelly.
Thanks for having me, Charisse. It's always nice to be here. You're absolutely right. While the holidays are a time of joy, they also see a spike in thefts. Thieves are well aware that shoppers often leave valuables in their cars, and it takes mere seconds for them to strike.
Let's paint the picture for our listeners. It's the week before Christmas, parking lots are bustling, and stress levels are high. Someone finishes their shopping, loads their car with gifts, and thinks, "Oh, I forgot to pick up something for Uncle John. I'm parked close by. It'll be fine." They make sure their car is locked and step into another store for a quick errand, and upon returning 15 minutes later, they find their car broken into and all the gifts gone. In that moment of shock, what should they do first?
First and foremost, contact the police immediately. A police report is essential for any insurance claim. Next, document the scene. Take photos of the damage and any disturbed areas. This visual evidence supports your claim. Lastly, understand that you'll be dealing with two separate insurance policies: your auto insurance for the vehicle damage and your homeowners or renters insurance for the stolen items.
That brings up a common misconception. If gifts are stolen from your car, shouldn't your auto insurance cover it?
It's a logical assumption, but in reality, auto insurance doesn't cover personal belongings. Auto insurance addresses damage to the vehicle itself. So the broken window, that's covered under comprehensive coverage on your auto policy. However, the stolen gifts, clothing, electronics, toys, are considered personal property and are typically covered under your homeowners or renters insurance. This is due to what's known as off-premises coverage, which protects your belongings even when they're outside your home.
Off-premises coverage usually accounts for about 10% of your personal property limit, correct?
Exactly. If your personal property coverage is $100,000, you'd have around $10,000 for items stolen away from home. However, your deductible still applies. For instance, if your deductible is $1,000 and your loss amounts to $1,200, you'd only receive about $200 from the claim. In such cases, it might not be worth filing.
Are there specific items that might not be fully covered?
Yes, policies often have sublimits for certain items. For example, cash is typically covered up to $200. Jewelry is often capped around $1,500 unless specifically scheduled. Coverage for electronics can vary depending on the policy. So if you had envelopes of cash or expensive jewelry in the car, you might only recover a portion of their value. Additionally, some policies exclude certain scenarios, like mysterious disappearance.
Kelly, I'd like to touch on two things you mentioned: mysterious disappearance and scheduled jewelry. Now, here's a term that trips people up: mysterious disappearance. It sounds dramatic, but it simply means the item is missing, and no one knows what happened to it. Like, you take off your ring at the gym and it's gone. You can't find your watch after a vacation, or you swear your earrings were in the jewelry box yesterday. But today they're not. There's no evidence of theft, no break-in, no police report, just gone. Here's the important part. Most standard policies do not cover mysterious disappearance. Insurance companies generally need a cause, theft, fire, etc., to pay a claim. Okay, let's talk about something a lot of people don't know: scheduled jewelry. Most homeowners and renters insurance policies automatically include a small limit for jewelry theft, usually around $1,500 total. Now think about that for a second. One nice engagement ring alone can be worth far more than $1,500. So if it's stolen, lost, or damaged, you would only get that small amount, unless you've scheduled it. Scheduling an item means You list the piece of jewelry by name on your policy, you provide a recent appraisal or receipt, and you insure it for the full value. And once it's scheduled, you get much better protection, higher coverage limits, broader coverage, and often no deductible. So instead of only recovering $1,500 for a stolen $8,000 ring, you get the full $8,000. It's basically VIP insurance for your expensive jewelry. And honestly, it's worth it. Also, scheduled jewelry often does cover mysterious disappearance, which is another reason scheduling is so valuable. So, if that engagement ring slips off into the sand at the beach, scheduled coverage may save you. Now back to our Christmas scenario. As we often talk about on this podcast, documentation is crucial.
It absolutely is. Keeping receipts and taking photos of valuable items can make the claims process smoother.
What proactive steps can people take to protect themselves, especially since many of these thefts are opportunistic?
Here are some key tips. Keep valuables out of sight. Store gifts and shopping bags in the trunk before you park. Choose parking wisely. Park in well-lit areas, close to store entrances, and avoid leaving items in the car overnight. Vary your parking spots. A thief could be watching you to see how many times you're going in and out of car. If shopping at multiple stores, move your car between stops to avoid being targeted. Thieves look for easy targets. Making your car less appealing can deter them.
So, to summarize, if your Christmas gifts are stolen from your car, your auto policy covers the vehicle damage, while your homeowners or renters policy may cover the stolen items. However, deductibles, coverage limits, and exclusions all play a role.
Exactly. Depending on the value of the stolen items and your deductible, you might decide not to file a claim. But if the loss is significant, it's worth pursuing. Remember, the police report is crucial.
Kelly, thank you for shedding light on this important topic. To our listeners, stay vigilant this holiday season. Avoid leaving gifts in your car and familiarize yourself with your insurance coverage before any incidents occur. Until next time, I'm Charisse, and this is Property Talk. Stay safe, stay insured, and happy holidays.